The man known to history as Alphonse Gabriel Capone was born on the 17th of January 1899 in Brooklyn, New York, in the United States of America. His father was Gabriel Capone, a barber who immigrated from Angri, a small village just outside of Naples in southern Italy, with his wife and Alphonse's mother, Teresa Capone, born Teresa Raiola, a seamstress, who would have 9 children with Gabrielle. The couple arrived in Brooklyn in 1893, having first immigrated to the port of Rijeka in Austria-Hungary, present-day Croatia, their first residence being 95 Navy Street, in the Navy Yard area of downtown Brooklyn, before moving on to Park Slope in Brooklyn when Alphonse was 11. Alphonse Capone had 8 brothers and sisters: Vincenzo, who became a prohibition agent, changing his name to Richard Hart; Raphael James, known as Bottles, who would go on to control his brother's liquor empire; Salvatore, known as Frank, who would also work for his brother Al; our sister Ermina, who died at the age of 1; Ermino, known as John, as well as Albert, Matthew, and a surviving sister, Mafalda Capone. When he started school, Alphonse showed promise as a student, bringing home excellent results to his proud parents, but he struggled keeping the rules of his strict Catholic background and would be expelled from school at the age of 14 for striking a female teacher in the face. And so, after this incident, his formal schooling stopped, but his education into the criminal world was just beginning. Surrounded by criminal influences, which seemed an everyday part of life in Brooklyn at the time, it was no surprise when Al then graduated to gang life, joining small-time gangs such as the Bowery Boys and Junior 40 Thieves, after which he joined the Brooklyn Rippers, and eventually the 5 Points Gang, the most powerful gang of the time, which was based in Lower Manhattan. By 1917, Al's employer and mentor was Frankie Yale, who was a bootlegger and protection racketeer, who demanded payments from local businesses in order to protect, or rather not harm them, and from the funds from his protection operation, he opened up a bar called the Harvard Inn in Coney Island, where Al worked for Frankie as a bartender and doorman. But he was also learning knowledge, insights, and the workings of the criminal world from him at the same time. But also, the people who influenced him at this time were the more salubrious characters, such as gangster Johnny Torrio, who he came to admire and saw as a mentor.